Let's all go to the Cowboy Jack show.
Howdy, cowboys and cowgirls. I'm Cowboy Jack, and I'm really excited. You see where we are today? Wow, we're at the Lone Star Flight Museum in Houston, Texas, the home of a whole bunch of really cool aircrafts and a couple of other really amazing surprises. You guys want to go inside and check it out? Come on. You know, they just got a brand new exhibit, something to do with outer space maybe? Do you guys like outer space? I love outer space. Wow, what a cool front door. That looks like an airplane hangar. Well, that makes sense because we're at the Lone Star Flight Museum. All right, well, let's keep on exploring. Wow, they have a really cool sign here where you could, this is a great photo op, right? Maybe Cowboy Jack ought to take a picture here. Hi, Mom. All right, well, what we have right here is an actual space rover. NASA was working really hard to build a space rover that could travel all over the surface of the moon and possibly Mars. And so they worked on this prototype for many, many years. They needed to develop something where astronauts could actually live inside this capsule for up to a month at a time. And so there's actually a bed in there, but a whole lot of instruments and of course a steering wheel and cockpit because somebody had to drive the thing. Wow. Oh, and then right here in front, this is actually called the Centaur rover. What it is, it's a humanoid-like body, so it's got like this helmet on it, but that's actually got cameras in there. There's no eyes, and he's got little hands that could work and operate tools, but this was a miniature rover that they could deploy to take all kinds of specific scientific tests from whatever surface they were working on. Wow, right here you can see more into the cockpit of this really cool space rover. Wow, and over here you can see this thing has some pretty incredible wheels on it. It's got like so many different axles and each of them have dual tires. This was a really cool experiment. Although it didn't make it all the way to space, it taught us some important lessons about space rovers when they were testing it in Arizona several years ago. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, well, the Lone Star Flight Museum just got gifted something really, really amazing. You know what this is? This is the Space Shuttle Simulator. Well, there was 3 of them, and this was in use by all astronauts who worked on the Space Shuttle program up until 2011. They would train in this, and it's an exact simulation of the actual space shuttle. They said we could go inside and check it out. You guys want to see what the inside of a space shuttle is? Okay, we'll do something. I'm just kidding. Let's go check it out. Come on. Wow. And this whole unit was mounted on hydraulics. We talk about hydraulics a lot. So that way when the pilots were driving this thing and doing their flight simulations, it would rock them all around just like a real life situation. But come on, let's go check it out. Wow. This is crazy. So when an astronaut was doing their job on the space shuttle, this is what they were doing. They were operating this just like a pilot. All right, well, now that we're settled into the cockpit of the space shuttle, this is incredible. So this is like the joystick that they would use to drive the space shuttle, but there's so many different elements to this. There's a couple of pedals down there, just like gas and brake, but I'm sure that's not actually what they do. I have no idea what all of these levers and switches do. This is crazy. Astronauts have such a tough job to fly this device. Wow, I have no idea what any of this does. And you know what? What's even more scary? Look up, it doesn't stop down here. There's switches all the way back here. I mean, they have endless tasks to do just to fly this thing. This is crazy. And this is a whole lot of fun because I've never been inside a space shuttle before, obviously. I mean, that's like top secret stuff. But since this is here at the museum, we're actually allowed to come in here and check it out. This is so much fun. And you know, they would be sitting in a space suit. So I'm just wearing my Cowboy Jack outfit. I wouldn't even have my hat on. Whew, it gets hot in these flight simulators. Hey, stop laughing at my hair. Put it back on. But they would be in a space suit right here trying to operate all these switches and everything, because once you take off, your next stop is outer space. That's incredible. All right, well, here we are at the Flight Academy. We can learn a whole lot about flying right in here. It's a really cool interactive STEM activity center. Wow. There's a lot to look at. It says join the team. Well, that's what I'm here to do. We're gonna learn all about flying today. Wow, so like this right here, this is so cool. This is how we learn how to control an airplane. So you've got all these levers inside of an airplane, and this will demonstrate how they interact with the actual airplane. So if you want to angle the flight like this, just like that's doing, you would use this lever and help it go side to side. This one here is the longitudinal axis, and so that tips us up and down. And then these pedals, they steer us from side to side, just like turning. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's really neat. This is an experiment to learn how airflow affects different objects, like aerodynamics. We hear the term aerodynamics. So I'm going to push this and we're going to see how these objects interact. Turn this dial. Oh wow, as the air got stronger, it pushes this one back further, and this one's better at handling it. That's because this one's more aerodynamic and this one creates more resistance. Let's turn it up all the way and see what happens. Ooh, they're both moving now. Let me turn the knob back down. That was a really fun experiment. Let me turn it all the way off just so the next person can use it. And see, this talks about different airfoil shapes, or what we would like commonly refer to as like the shape of a wing. There's all kinds of different shapes to wings of airplanes. Whoa, what is this? Wow, this is like the blade of a propeller, and it's got, you can look at all the different cross-sectional pieces just like this. That's a whole lot of fun, because you don't realize an actual propeller has a really unique curve to it. That's so cool. Wait a second. If you'll excuse me, I've got to go fly this fighter plane, okay? I'll be back. Wow. Look at this. Am I doing a good job flying? It looks like pretty clear skies out here. This is a whole lot of fun. It's got all these gauges here. I see manifold pressure, RPMs, oil, fuel, left, right. What does that do? Maybe a... Wow. It actually even sounds like I'm flying. Whoa! I'm going really fast. All right, I better get out of here. That was so cool. I've never actually sat in a cockpit of a fighter plane before. Now they've got all these different experiments all over the place. This talks about wind currents and turbulence. So I bet these little flags move differently in the wind. You guys want to just test that out? Let's see. So the wind's getting really strong and it's acting differently with all of these different flaps. See, these ones right at the beginning of the wind are flying pretty good, but these ones that are protected down here aren't moving quite as fast. And then I can turn it lower. Whoa! See, that'd be really cool to come here and take a look at that for yourself. Wow. Then look at some of these pictures, like this picture right here. That's one of the first helicopters right there. I bet that was pretty scary to fly in back in the day. Guys, here at flight school, I just can't help myself. It's time for me to fly something else. Wow, look at this. This is really cool. Almost feels like I'm flying right over the city. Look at that, there's Houston right down there. That is so cool. See, and this is a different style of cockpit because it's a different style of plane. This is like a biplane. You know why they call it a biplane? Because there's two wings. It's bi-winged. You're standing on one wing right there, and then there's another wing right up there. A biplane. Wow, well let's see what this experiment does. I see this bottle here. I see a button that says fuel. Sounds like there's a compressor. Maybe it's gonna fill this bottle up with compressed air. And then when we push launch, maybe it'll release a valve and show us how high this thing can go. Let's give it a little bit of gas and see what happens. Oh, even the launch button is blinking. You guys see that? It says launch right there. Let's push it and see what happens. You might want to back up. Ready? Whoa! Wow! That was really cool. Let's do that one more time. I'm gonna give it a lot more air this time. I thought I had given it a lot of air, and so it would go really high, but I want to see if I can make it go all the way to the top. All right, you guys ready? Let's launch it. Well, I thought I did a better job than that. There's all kinds of different experiments here. This is talking about lift and velocity. Let's give that a shot. Look at that. Now, because the wind was blowing over this wing, we learned that before. Actually, it's the air going over the wing that creates the lift. Wow. If I were to turn it down, it'll start to let it back down. Wow, that was a really cool experiment. Wow, this is cool. You lift each one of these rockets to feel how heavy it would feel on different planets. So like on Earth, that's pretty heavy, but I'm used to how things weigh on Earth because we have a specific gravity that we're used to. Now on the moon, it doesn't weigh hardly anything. It's really lightweight. Oh, that's because there's no gravity on the moon. You know, when you see videos of astronauts flying around in space and they look like they're floating, they actually are. And then Jupiter, oh, wow, that's really heavy on Jupiter, and that's because they have a whole lot more gravity than we do here. Oh, look at this. Let's see what we can do right here. Whoa. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit higher. A little bit higher. How high do you think it'll go? That's really cool. And look, if I put my hand in there and interrupt the airflow, it might fall down a little bit. That's so fun. Wow. I better turn this off. Woo. Hold on. Wait a second, there's two of them here. That's really cool. What a fun experiment. All right, cowboys and cowgirls, wow, this has been an amazing experience. I mean, we've done everything from look at airplanes to looking inside the cockpit of the space shuttle. The Lone Star Flight Museum has so much to offer. Until I see you next time,